Hi, Vern. It's Halloween. I am sick as a fucking dog, and I gotta record like 4 of these because I forgot to keep up with these. So, last week was it was movie night again. The theme was Meet the In-Laws. So we watched Ready or Not, one of my favorite movies, and Get Out. Get Out is a movie that I've slept on for a while. I know it's good. I knew it was good. Everyone told me it was good. I expected it to be good. I watched Us. It was amazing. I was like, oh, I can't wait to watch Get Out. And I just never bothered. It's one of those things where it's like, I knew it was gonna be good, so it's like, fuck. How do I want to say this? It somehow lost appeal to me because I knew it was gonna be good. So it felt like a formality to watch it. I don't know. That is stupid as hell. I'm well aware of that. I'm sick. Cut me some slack. Get Out is amazing. I made this joke while watching it. Jordan Peele calls it a socially conscious thriller or a social horror, which is its own new genre, kind of. I prefer the term cringe horror. The movie is kind of examining, like, intrinsic sort of, unstated racism and biases among, like, white liberals and, like, rich people who think they're, like, beyond race or whatever. Even though, they don't realize that, like, racism runs pretty deep. Besides, and also, we had some discussion about what the, apparently our interpretation is pretty much free for this, but we had a discussion about whether it was like about like fetishization of black people or kind of like rich white people, white celebrities, or like sports team owners and managers, that kind of thing, who use black people's talent and bodies really to further their own goals. It's a really interesting film. That really lends itself to a lot of interpretation. I like it a lot, obviously. So the movie is about this guy who's going to be his girlfriend's parents for the first time. He's black, his girlfriend's white. And sort of like that weird tension there. I passed pretty hard, so it's so I have met like white partners' parents before, and it usually goes fairly smooth for me, except for the ones who can sniff out the Mexican. But I do know that sort of weird tension when someone knows or is trying a little too hard to appear like open and welcoming. It's like, just calm down. God, it's incredible. The whole movie is really built around this tension of being in a place where you feel out of place. Kind of a lot like The Wicker Man, but in this case, I feel more for the guy who's out of place. It's that same nefarious feeling of everyone around is in on something you're not quite in on, and the people you think should be on your side or who you might relate with seem off themselves, and you're wondering what the hell's going on with them. Spoilers, the big thing about Get Out is that the white family is operating a fucking mad science scheme where white people with like disability, or like older white people who are dying or disabled, have their brains transferred into the bodies of the black people they kidnap. It's bonkers, but like it's a lot like with Us. I brought up where it's this thing where if you think about it too long, it stops kind of making it's on the line of being really silly, but it's played so straight and you're so invested that it's fine. That it's just like, this is just where this is going. so I really adore that. A, of a lot of really creative imagery and really interesting framing. It's all very fucking creepy. The mother is a hypnotist, and like a big plot point of the film is her like hypnotizing the people with her kidnapping. When he's hypnotized, he falls into like a layer of the subconscious called the sunken place, where he literally falls backwards into the floor. It's so cool. And like the movie is framed from or through his vision as like my friend Matt pointed out, as a camera viewfinder, because he's a photographer, so it's how he's seeing the world. It's so cool. It's so creepy. It's moody. It's a really good use of blue. It's a very blue film, I think, except for like the one scene where he's like getting a little TV is telling him what's going on, and that's like overwhelmingly like brown and orange. It's really it's like way too warm, like in a way it's uncomfortable. I like that. There's this recurring motif of him like scratching. Is it like he's like in chairs and whatever, he's scratching at the handpost, and it's a callback to like a traumatic experience from his childhood, where he's like was scratching at a bedpost. It's a fun little character tick that like gets you into this character's head a lot. It's an amazing movie. It's again one of those things where I'm super late to this, and it's a movie everyone already liked, so I'm not adding anything new to the conversation. I'm just filling out the numbers. So yeah. I'm very sick. It was not obvious. Yeah, Get Out. I liked it a lot. I like the wave of socially conscious horror. Horror movies are in a renaissance, really. Horror has been around so long, it fluctuates, where sometimes it's going great, sometimes it's shit. Recent horror films are like fucking doing really well. I'm terrified for the dip again. Horror films go from smart and creative, where people, basically, horror films are shit, where they're just gore and blood and stupid bullshit. People who like horror films get sick of that, make new ones that are good and smart. People copy those. They don't know what they're doing when they copy it. Movies turn bad. Movies are shit again. People who like horror films try to make smart, good ones. It fluctuates. Right now we're in a good phase. We're getting a lot of like psychological smart horror, moody shit, socially conscious issue horror. I love all that. It's gonna turn bad again soon. Brace yourselves. Give it about 6 years, it'll turn good again. Remember in the 90s, where we were all so fucking sick of slashers, they're the same, and then Scream came out, and it was smart and sniffy, and slasher film revitalized the horror genre, and then everyone copied Scream, and it turned bad, and now slasher films are gone. But eventually they'll come back. So, yeah, horror is, you gotta learn to love it, and Get Out's very good. It's one of the good ones. 4 out of 5. I like Get Out. Bye, friend.